Who's assisting the Brian Koberger case?
And what bill Governor Jay Inslee signed this morning. Coming up next on Murrow News 8.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Danny Flynn.
And I'm Nick Beck. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
The prosecution in the Koberger case has a couple new players on their team. The Latah County prosecutor, Bill Thompson, was granted permission to appoint Deputy Attorney Generals Jeff Nye and Ingrid Beatty in the state's case against Brian Koberger. Thompson wrote that he wants to utilize the expertise and additional resources of the Office of the Attorney General. Koberger, who faces 4 counts of first-degree murder, remains in Latah County Jail until June 26.
One of the surviving roommates from the University of Idaho murders has agreed to do an interview with Koberger's defense counsel. The roommate is Bethany Funk, who agreed to the interview to avoid testifying at the Koberger trial. The defense said Funk may have information that could clear Koberger, as she was asleep on the first floor during the attacks.
This morning, Governor Jay Inslee signed 5 reproductive and gender-affirming health care bills into law. The bills will offer protection for those who seek reproductive and gender-affirming health care and will block other states from using Washington-run courts or judicial processes to enforce their bans.
WSU police are asking for your help. Earlier in April, someone broke into Stimson Hall and not only caused extensive damage, but also stole property. On your screen is a photo released by WSU PD of a suspicious vehicle that may have been involved in the incident. If you have any information about this car or the vandalism, please contact the University Police Department. Tips can be left anonymously.
Washington State University will raise its cost of living, increasing workers' wages system-wide. The university requested lawmakers to fund a $34.5 million cost of living increase of staff's wages throughout the WSU system. From what the institution requested, state legislatures agreed to pay only $20 million. Chris Mullick, Director of State Relations, WSU, said that even though the funding was lower than anticipated, the institution can find other means. Coming up next on Murrow News 8, there were puppies in the Cub.
And find out where you can eat some Hawaiian food tonight on campus.
It's okay to be scared. You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Thanks for your patience.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
Today, multiple student-run clubs got together to host a de-stress fest in the Cub, and it looked pretty fun.
Wish I could have been there.
It would have been
so nice to de-stress with all the fun activities that were there, including coloring, crafts, prizes, and there's also a super fun event outside with some therapy puppies. We sent a reporter to talk to the members of Canine Companions.
This is Georgette, one of our service dogs in training. Yeah, everyone's really enjoying it. I think we have probably at least 100 people that have pet the dogs.
Our main goal as volunteers is just to help others, including students. We get to change some of these students' lives for at least a day, just being able to calm down a little when stress is super high during finals and dead week.
What a nice way to de-stress. Always fun when there's puppies in the Cub.
It's always a good time, right? Well, there are more events happening on campus. The Southside Dining Hall is having an island barbecue.
The dinner starts at 5 p.m. and will last till 7 p.m. They got Hawaiian foods such as Kahlua pork, fish, and other dishes. And a lot of fun events happening on campus, and the weather's really nice. So Austin, how's the weather looking this coming weekend?
Well, the weather's going to look great, and you guys were talking about that barbecue that's going on. It's making me hungry. I'm going to have to go down there and get some food. But for right now, let's take a look at the weather today. Very nice day. Sunny skies and clear skies today with a high of 67, low of 43. Wind's a little bit of a factor, though, blowing northwest at 10 miles an hour, so something to keep an eye on, a little bit of a factor there. As we take a look at tomorrow, an even better day. Clear skies with sunshine yet again, a high of 75 this time, a low of 50. Although, unfortunately, the wind does pick up a bit, 7 to 13 miles an hour, this time going southeast. So now let's take a look at the state map. The state map is just nothing but sunshine, and yet it's so bright that I need to get these on. That's better. So let's take a look at the state map here. Very nice today, 67 here in Pullman, 70 in Spokane. As we look at the central part of the state, the warmest part here, 78 and 77, and then the western part of the state, 65 and 69. 5-day forecast here. It's going to be very nice, sunshine, and then partly cloudy up till Tuesday. That's it for weather. Let's send it back to the desk with Alex Huddleston.
Thanks, Austin. Coming up next on Murrow News 8 Playoffs, we have NBA highlights and a recap of that crazy Kraken win.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Well, let's kick off the sports with the huge news from the men's basketball team. Coach Smith is at it again. Kansas transfer guard Joseph Yusufu will be joining the Cougs next season after being a key player on the Jayhawks for the last 2 seasons, including their national championship run last year. The experienced rotational player should help offset the loss of TJ Bamba next season. Once again, Darcy Habgood is making headlines for the women's golf team. Habgood earned her selection into the NCAA Pullman Regional. Habgood is the first Coug to be invited to a regional since 2018 when Olivia Brown participated in the San Francisco Regional. Good luck to Darcy and all competitors in the tournament. WSU baseball had an absolute field day yesterday out in Utah. Improving to 25-14, Jacob McKeon, Nate Swartz, and Elijah Hainline all hit yard in the 16-5 victory over Utah Valley in a game that was mercied in the 7th inning. This is a fantastic way to go into the rest of their weekend against Utah. With this momentum heading into Salt Lake City, expect some good games out of the Cougs. The NFL draft starts tonight at 5 p.m. College football players everywhere will be awaiting a call from a team to make their dreams come true. WSU's own Dane Henley is the biggest name from the Palouse heading into tonight. The transfer from UNR has had his best season this year in the Crimson and Gray. 106 total tackles, 4 sacks, an interception, 3 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries are just the numbers. Henley has been a stud for the nuclear Cougar defense. He's projected to be a 2nd and 3rd rounder. Good luck to him and all who await a call. And what a day for Seattle hockey fans. The Kraken claimed the lead in their series against the Avs last night in Game 5 in Colorado. The first period was silent from both teams. There were a few breakaways here and there, but no shots touched payload. The second period, however, is where the game started heating up. About 6.5 minutes in, center Morgan Geekie found a score from inside a jumble in front of the net, picking up the first score of the game. Just under a minute later, the Avs found the net, tying up the game at 1-1. However, take a look at this. Initially a blocked shot by Rantanen, but at the right time and place is Nathan McKinnon, who scored off the blade of his own skate. However, the Kraken don't like ties. They picked up the call and answered right back with another goal. Jordan Eberle raced around the goal and with a beautifully timed pass, sets up Ty Cartier with a gimme right in front of the goal, taking a 2-1 lead. The Kraken kept this momentum up heading into the third period with Yanni Gord from deep, finding the top right of the goal, taking a 3-1 lead. With about 3 minutes left in the game, the Avs pull the goalie and send an extra forward out in an attempt to make an offensive push, which works in their favor as wing Evan Rodriguez slaps one in, chopping the lead 3-2. In the end, Kraken won in the end. We're bringing the series back to the Rainy City tomorrow night for a Game 6 and a potential win to extend the inaugural playoff run. 4 teams have been eliminated from the NBA playoffs: the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Los Angeles Clippers, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the unexpected Milwaukee Bucks. 2 of the 4 games yesterday went down to the wire in the fourth quarter with 2 seconds left. Jimmy Butler, better known as Hemi Butler, caught an alley-oop on a pass to send the game into overtime against the Bucks. They then proceeded to beat the first-seeded Bucks and sent the Greek Freak home, winning the series 4-1. The Warriors and Kings game went down to the fourth quarter, and even though Sacramento outscored the Warriors 26-24, the Warriors could not be stopped. The Warriors led the entire fourth quarter. GP3 and Steph had 16 combined with a key and one that gave the Warriors a 7-point win. The Warriors have a chance to advance at home on Friday to go for a back-to-back championship run. This has been your M&8 Sports Report. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Alex. Don't go anywhere. Up next on Murrow News 8, a reporter will give you an exclusive inside look at our studio. Right.
It's okay to be scared. You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Hey, thanks for your patience.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
With our time here in the beautiful Jackson studio coming to an end, we're sending it down the hall with our reporter, Brinkley Hill.
Thanks so much, Danny. I'm outside Studio A, and this is where the Murrow News 8 magic happens. Now, if you're seeing someone on camera like right now, there is a hard-working production person behind the scenes in our control room. Go ahead and wave, you guys. Yeah, go ahead and wave. Say hello. Hi. That is our awesome production team. If you're seeing any words on the screen, any pictures anywhere, they're the ones that make sure to get it up on camera so you guys can see it. But now, go ahead and come right in here to our studio. You're gonna see our hardworking camera people and our floor director, Walker. Go ahead and give us a wave. Our awesome floor director today. And I can't tell you how hard these people work to make sure that all of us on camera look good.
Well, what really nice cool. And what are you, I mean, it's been such an awesome time here. I mean, Murrow News 8 is really like a family. What were your guys' favorite memories of the cast?
So, I don't know. My favorite moment for sure is when a couple newscasts ago, Austin made a pretty memorable face. I
had a feeling that would be brought up.
And yeah, I don't know. It's just so many great memories here with all you guys. And, you know, everyone who's even not up here now. It's just, like you said, man, a family setting.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
I think my favorite story is also from a couple weeks ago, and we were lucky enough to have a dinosaur story. I don't know what it was, but Aaron Monson.
It's a great impression. It's spot on. Well, be sure to tune into tomorrow's final newscast. We just want to thank all of our viewers for watching us this semester. We've really enjoyed our time reporting to you.
And if you missed anything in this or any of our previous newscasts, you can always watch us on our YouTube channel.
More news can be found at nwpb.org/M&8, and you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Good night and good luck.